All right, guys, if you want to see how we go from this to this, then stay tuned to the end of the video. All right, Facebook, YouTube, what's going on? It is Wednesday, June the 8th. We are currently in Townsend, Tennessee. This is actually I think they use it for an Airbnb cabin rental. You guys can see it is a beautiful little place. I think it's like Laurel Valley Golf Course or somewhere around here. Anyways, this is gonna be a small project today. I believe it's like 237 square foot. This is a full sand and refinish on these floors. So they're pretty, you know, they have this old look, this red oak, and they want us to match as close as we can to this. This is, and this isn't real hardwood, so this is laminate. So we're gonna do a full sand and refinish on this. And you guys can see it's not much at all. But they just want to update it, modernize it a little bit, and like I said, color match to this as close as we can. And we explained to them we're not going to be able to get a perfect match to this, but we're going to get as close as we can. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. All right, guys, so you can see we've made some really good progress. We got to strip down most of the stain off. We still got to do the edging, so we hit it with we went with what? 36. So now we're about to go over it again with an 80. You guys can see it is looking incredible so far. So we'll go ahead and hit it with this 80 and we'll do some edging here in just a minute. So we went ahead and took they had quarter round all around, so we don't want to nick or scratch up the quarter round. So we went ahead and removed that, so that way we can make sure that we're getting up to the edges all the way. We don't have any stain showing past that quarter round, and we also didn't want to damage it. So went ahead and took all that off, and it's looking good. Guys, so what we're doing now is taking out where we edged. You can see these swirl marks. They're kind of hard to see. You can see them there though. These swirl marks, you can't really notice them when there's not a stain, but as soon as we put a stain on there, you would be able to see them. So what we're doing is going through with the palm sanders and going around, or we use the edger and taking these swirl marks. All right, guys, we've got all the edging done, all the sanding done. So what we're gonna come back now and do is we're gonna pretty much even everything out. We're gonna blend all the edges together. So this is our buffer right here that we're gonna use. And we're gonna go over the entire floor. We wanna make sure the entire surface is smooth. This is a very important step, one of the most important steps before staining, because if you don't get this right, your stain isn't going to adhere to the wood. So we wanna make sure that we buff it out really good. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do now. All right, guys, so we've got the first coat going down. We ended up putting a stain on it. We were not happy with the color of the stain. Like I said, clients wanted to match this laminate in here as close as they could, but with this being a red oak and having a naturally pinkish tint, any stain that we're putting on here wants to show those pink hues. So this is what I mean when you say the pinkish tint. You can see it all throughout these boards. So we went ahead and just did straight poly, and we think that's gonna look really, really good. I think our client's gonna be very pleased with that. So anyway, so that's what we got going on right now. We're putting in that first coat, first of 3. All right, so you guys can see the stuff when it goes down, it looks really milky, but this is what it looks like when it starts to dry. Guys, I think it's gonna come out really good. I think the clients are gonna be very, very pleased with it.